he's leaving up a hunter.
Yeah.
Oh, look.
Wow.
And he forced
and he nailed it.
Oh, that is a great prediction here from Savjz to let himself pick into the hunter straight into mage, because I guess Kolento's reasoning is he can start off his opponent's hunter, and that way he can immediately counter it and then bring freeze mage later in the series. And Savjz, on the flip side, says I'm going to make him pick mage so that way I can always respond to it as well.
That is, well, as far as like the pick ban phase, Savjz has won this part of it. But guys, this is a best of 7. They're going to use all 4 of these decks. It's different from the rest of the tournament. So still, anything can happen. Once again, get out there, get on Twitter, get on Reddit, go to your websites, let your mom and dad know on Facebook. This is going to be a sick day of Hearthstone.
That wasn't a joke, really. Many parents are playing Hearthstone and watching that.
That's true. Toyoda's mom is a high-level mage.
Carlos's mom is playing, Toyoda's mom is playing, and Father too. So,
So every Hearthstone's pro's mom's playing.
Basically.
Yep. Coin into hero power on the Leper Gnome, and then we see two drops being played. I mean, is that how serious you have to take this threat, Lothar? Leper Gnome, you coin hero power it?
Yeah, I think so. You have to deal with that, because in this matchup, when Hunter wants to squeeze every single point of damage as soon as possible, the 2 point of damage that is one attack from the Leper Gnome can mean the win or lose here.
I totally do agree with that as well. I think it's a good move.
What's more interesting is I think that he didn't play the web spinner on turn 1 because it's a beast, so maybe he wanted to make a Handmaster later with it. But I think like playing the whip spinner would make more sense, because maybe Kolento then would just ignore it and you would get 1 point of damage.
But I guess if you play the Leper Gnome, you're going to force the coin out of their hand, right?
Yeah, but if you play it on turn 1, then you force an awkward turn on turn 2 for the mage player. I mean, if you play Leper Gnome on your turn 2, then you force a turn on mage player.
But then he might be mana inefficient if he only has 1/1 draw pool as well.
Depends.
But yeah, okay. I think both are pretty valid here, but it looks like we'll go ahead and get to play that Houndmaster anyways. That's nice.
You play Houndmaster in the first occasion. You have to get value from it, because it's kind of an uphill battle from later on to get value from the Houndmaster. So that was a proper thing to do.
Yeah, looks pretty good so far for Savjz. I wonder, if he's playing flares, how many flares he's playing, stuff like that. I imagine it's 2. Like, I think every Hunter deck here probably has 2.
You're reading my mind about this issue, because many players can consider banning the Hunter every single time, so their Hunter can be skipping flares.
Yeah, like it matters. Are you expecting like a Secrets Mage or something like that? Like maybe you want it in there. I think he probably plays 2 flares, but it's a possibility I just wanted to bring up.
No, absolutely, and that allows you to build a deck a specific way. Kolento going to pop his Mad Scientist to try to get a secret out early. Is there a way for mages to bait out the flares at all early on, or are hunters always going to save it? Because
I think you save them
getting these secrets out really quickly, it seems to be like a nice way to security, so that way you have the second one in hand. But
that's true, but Hunter will play the flare the moment he will kill mage, not Galadriel.
Which I would say that with the Mad Scientist you get to choose, and I guess with what you draw you don't get to choose, but I'd want to play Ice Barriers first and try to get, because I would want them to save it thinking, okay, I'm going to use this when I kill you, but if you get that extra 8 life, that's going to be a huge difference in the match.
Did we see the secret? No, we didn't, right? We have no chance of seeing the secret.
No, we didn't get to, because he played the mana before it. Now, it's interesting because Snake Trap gives more draws to this Acolyte of Pain, so if Savjz wanted to push out this trap, he needs to kill off that Acolyte ASAP.
Looks like he does.
I think Savjz would have a different approach with the Acolyte of Pain. If Kolento would play Arcane Intellect, he might be even thinking about overdrawing the Hunter then, but that's not the thing right here.
I also like the development of the Jungle Panther, because normal Animal Companion has the potential to be more damage and stronger and faster, but on turn 6 he has to worry about Blizzard. Yeah. So this is his opportunity to say, I'll get the 4 damage in. Maybe Animal Companion won't give me like the Huffer anyways. Yeah. Then I can respond to what my opponent's going to do.
Totally agreed on that, Frodan. I think that was really the one turn where he can guarantee himself value out of this card. And his board is really weak enough that you're not going to see something like Frost Nova on it.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting Doomsayer.
Huh.
So now we'll see Leok, I suppose.
Oh, he's just going to go Leok. That's sick.
Oh, sounds good to me. Wow.
All right. Yeah, that's
And
pretty good.
What's even more funny is that Savjz really just ignored the loose order.
Yep. Doomsayer is just a gain 7 life card. It's just another ice barrier in a way. And every single life point damage does matter. So, Kolento's stalling as much as he can, but he doesn't have freeze this turn. Oh, he just picked it up, and that is nice.
That is really nice.
That's a big draw.
Wow. Kona Cold is just the perfect card here.
You can freeze the board for. I mean, you can kill off one spider and then just freeze the board. But I'm thinking that maybe he will. Yeah, he will do this.
Yeah. If he also knows that this is Snake Trap, he hero powers that.
Yeah.
And then tests the face first.
He tested the face last turn, so he knows for sure. And Savjz doesn't care about the loot order because he knows there's an Straza somewhere in this deck. So his life points don't really matter until they're like below 17, I think. Maybe, well, somewhat around there. So yeah.
Yep.
Looks like a Flame Strike turn to me. Attack into the
think-
Savannah, trigger
yeah.
that Snake Trap,
Now
and
it's
blow
time
it up.
to pop up the secret from Hunter.
Yep, just about to say. The Flame Strike here is
You
your
would still
best
get
bet.
4 damage from that. And that's
Yeah.
really huge.
4, yeah. But, you know, he's at 26 right now. He's doing pretty well. To be on turn 7, you're still at 26 health. You're going to almost clear your opponent's board, and he has 3 cards in hand. I think that so far so good as far as this matchup goes.
I just remembered what was like some time ago when you were playing against a mage and you were at 20 and were like, oh shit, I'm dead. Two Pyroblast incoming, 20.
Yeah.
20 I just lost.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we all do. We all do. Now, one thing I want to point out is that Savjz has Sludge Belcher in his Hunter deck, and that immediately indicates to me that he wants to beat other Hunter decks as well. This
Yeah.
is one of the most powerful cards to do it, and also because he's not banning Hunters.
Yeah.
So it makes the most sense that he is playing 2 flares, or he at least has to have 1 flare in it, because
Yeah.
you need it in order to beat the mirror. So
point, Ro8,
I
good
think
point.
I think Savjz is going to eventually draw on those flares.
Yeah, I think it's a really good assessment for Ro8.
And that Eagle Horn Bone is such a good draw against the mage because it's really hard to stop the Hunter. Kolento would have to use Frostbolt or Ice Lance just to freeze the free attack point from Savjz's hero power. I mean, from Savjz's bow, and that's a really important card in this matchup.
You guys, I want to know your opinion here. How often do you want to be using your hero power? Because his resources are starting to dwindle a little bit. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, well, it's more mana efficient to play bow. It's 1 more damage, but he has no secret out. Is
It's
it better
more-
to maybe use hero power? But oh, he actually...
I would use hero power here.
Okay.
I don't see a point of playing second Death Rattle at this turn.
The only reason I don't like the Haunted
Oh.
Creeper play is I like keeping a beast in hand right now for the making sure that, you know, if
Kill
he deals with
command?
all this, you can still kill off and with
Second Handmaster.
Yeah, that as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a cheap beast, I think is good to have. But okay.
And also the outcome, like if Kolento will use an AoE and you have the Spectral Spider on board, the outcome will basically be the same as 1 turn hero power because
Yeah.
you just spawned 2 minions when 1 attack, and you could just play the Haunted Creeper next turn.
Wow. You know, Kolento takes it very seriously to value his health as the main resource. Flare comes in hand, and that is a big deal.
Yeah, that's the card he needs.
So now he's prepared.
Yep. He is prepared. But at the same time,
Yeah, we don't have a secret out right now. He actually has 2 in hand. It's kind of funny. I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to play one pretty soon. But
It's not good game
can
yet.
Kolento start pairing damage together? Like, say if he goes offensive out.
No, not yet. He has only 2 ice lances. That's not enough. If he draws into 1 Frostbolt,
I mean,
that's
Pyroblast is 10, and then Ice Lance together is 4.
yeah, that's
And
14.
then you ping the next turn. So it's like you. Ice
Oh,
Lance
you
twice
mean
and ping. That's
mean
big.
okay? You mean
Alexstrasza
Alexstrasza at the stern? Okay, but then you're at 16 yourself, and you get 4 damage, 6 damage from the hunter, 8
Sure.
damage sure.
You
for
double
sure.
secret, ping, and
So
Ice
he'd
Lance,
have to
freeze them.
have
So- but
he'd have to
then
have like
you-
Leroy and 2 more points. I think that playing Alexstrasza this turn is really good.
I think you
and it's
might have
easy
to.
for him to draw into a win.
Right, because next turn you have the availability of developing both your secrets, 2 Ice Lances and Ping to do 5 damage, and then Hunter's frozen and at 10 health, and you have Pyroblast.
I think Kolento had made the math in its head. What are the chances if he plays Alexstrasza this turn to actually Hunter killing him?
Okay.
And he didn't go for it.
Snake Trap.
You play it. Why you don't? Why
Yeah.
won't you?
He's trying to bait Flare, by the way. He's played that ice barrier. Like, he is sitting there saying,
That's true.
please flare me right now. Because you don't count on him having 2 flares in hand. Even though he's held 2 cards for a long time, one of them can absolutely be a Leroy, a kill command, something like that.
Look, I don't think that's a good move. Like, playing the flare
Wow.
at this point of the game,
Oh,
I don't like it.
Yep, playing Flare when, well, at the same time, it's not like he's under major pressure, but it always can just flip. If Alexstrasza hits you, and then you might die the next turn, you need to kill the mage that turn.
Yeah, it's a little bit scary. And I think I would kill command here, by the way. I think, I
No,
guess you
not
don't need to,
really.
because he's only going to have 2 cards next turn, and unless he draws high main, he can play everything. That's the only draw where playing the kill command this turn would absolutely be better.
So
Does playing the Flare prematurely before you have lethal telegraph to your opponent that you have 2 flares in hand?
but then Kolento wouldn't
Sometimes.
be worrying about kill command.
Yeah, but you're at 11 health. That's what you're worried about ultimately.
Tough spot. I mean, you have to play the ice block at some point of the game, and you're already at 11, so I think that's the turn you want to do this.
Yeah.
And the mad scientist has no value here because if you play the ice block, there's actually no other secret you have in your deck. I mean, the second ice block would not be summoned.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you already have ice block and you have no other secret.
Yeah, that would be like an emergency card here, where you get out your last ice block to try to buy another turn.
And you would play 2 ice lances to get it.
yeah, that would be
rough.
pretty bad. That's worst case scenario.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
Savjz wants
So he
more
actually
damage.
does play it just as a minion then.
You have no other thing to do, I think.
That is heavy pressure.
Oh, excuse me.
No worries.
So he can actually pop this turn, right? Because
Yeah, if he swings.
And I think you do it.
you do the
You-
5 plus the bow swing.
You're not.
But actually, that would leave him at 3, which I really don't like.
Eh,
Because that is, like... This could possibly go wrong. Like, you
Right.
can buy another turn at 3 health against
I
Hunter.
mean, he
Suplex.
can. He
You know-
Alexstrasza himself and he Ice Lances.
Yeah, that as well.
You know, guys, what I don't like? Him ignoring the mad sign. Oh, okay, never mind.
Well, yeah, with the draw. I know what you mean. If the mad scientist was able to kill itself somehow, then it gets the ice.
Yeah, but Kolento drew the ice block, so
Yeah.
that doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But if Savjz would kill the mad scientist before he pops the ice block, then he would have the chance to actually mitigate the second ice block. But he wouldn't be able to pop the ice block this turn, so maybe that's better.
What to do?
See,
What to do?
I feel
this
like
is why I
Alexstrasza.
wanted to see the kill command last turn. Like,
Oh, the hero
This is
power, you mean.
this is the only thing I'm a little bit nervous about. If you can somehow get through with the 3 health, because obviously the hero power. It isn't affecting this game, but I'm just saying like.
Right.
The hero power only does 2, so I feel like you have to get him down to 2. But
Oh, freezing trap. That doesn't achieve much here.
Let's see. You have very powerful cards, but there's many ways for Kolento to still stall.
yeah,
I
If
think
he just
Kolento is in
picks
a
up-
good spot. Really,
huh?
I think Kolento is a good spot. At this point of the game, he has the ice block, he has pyroblast, he has just to find a way how to deal with the sludge burter and go face.
Yeah. With that ice, with that
Yeah.
He has to first to prop the
freezing trap. Oh my
Yes.
god, there's so much ice cards here. Freezing trap though is going to be a little bit of a problem because he can't completely clear the taunts and attack with Alexstrasza.
Oh no,
He's
that's
got
awesome.
more stall.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So now he can pop the snake trap and not have to worry about it.
Yep. So now you, if Mad Scientist has no value,
It's
so this is
attack with that.
the target for the freezing trap.
Yeah, definitely.
Then you attack with Loot Hoarder, ping the Belcher, and play Blizzard.
Yeah, it's perfect. Freezes everything. Doesn't set off high main. It's like a really strong play. He actually might just go ahead and straight up win this, right? Like,
Yep.
Assuming there's no damage that like the
that's
flare leads
super
to
important.
damage. But Frostbolt and Ice Lance.
Yep.
I mean, Kolento might just win the good old-fashioned way, crashing the gate.
he just messed up. He didn't.
Oh man!
Oh, that was he.
That was a
Was that
huge
not the
mistake.
most? Yeah, like
That
why did he
was
play
not
Ice
the-
Block?
He did play Ice Block instead of pinging. I
Yeah.
think that's a mistake.
I really think so. He needed to hit for 8. If he hit for 8 that turn, it is such a good chance he just wins the next turn with Pyroblast and another attack.
I think he just saw that.
Oh no, he played too quickly.
Wow, yeah, this is really, really bad. Savjz gets a whole nother turn here.
Well, another turn to draw. I mean, otherwise he'd be at 18 health, and I mean that would have sealed the game potentially.
Oh, man.
Okay, but still, it's still a spot where you're worried if your opponent just gets the flare. But
Yeah.
there's 13 cards still remaining
So-
in Savjz's deck.
If you play Pyroblast now, and I think you do, or you maybe play Archmage into Frostbolt into Icelands, ignore
Yeah.
the board of your opponent, you go face. So that's 8, 11, 15 damage, and then, well, you won.
I wish it was always that easy, Lothar, but it never is.
Yeah, wow.
You-
That Ice Block actually may lose him the game. I think he's still got it, though.
I wonder if you have to use like Antonidas and just stall mechanics, like just Ice Lance the
But-
high main.
Isn't that just a win if you play Antonidas?
Yeah, I think you just
Yeah,
go
you
to
just-
the face with
you win.
everything.
No, if he draws flare,
Yeah, if he draws Flare, he
Oh
just
yeah.
loses.
Oh yeah.
You can't-
Alright.
you can't
I
afford to
forgot
do
about
that.
that super important card, which is
So-
Flare.
But it's like, okay, the thing is, we don't know if Savjz even plays tracking in here. If he does, then the chance
He
of getting
plays
Flare is
tracking.
decent.
He had in his opening hand.
Oh, okay, he did.
well, that's not flare, but
No?
still,
Is that lethal?
I don't think so. You can't get through the Sludge Belcher, and like you can't do 18 damage worth of burn at the moment.
You use the Fireball and then attack from Antonidas to clear Belcher, and then you go face for 8, so that's
Oh man.
10.
I mean, you will have damage to kill him. It's just whether or not your opponent draws flare. It's come down to this. Like Savjz has.
He has 2
As-
outs. One is tracking to search for a second
Yeah.
flare. If he plays a second flare, but I think he is because he played that first
Yeah.
flare so
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
easy. I don't know.
for sure.
And it's not like you can fatigue Kolento. He still has 6 cards left. Unless Kolento disastrously draws too much.
He
I
would.
mean,
Kolento would have won if he would clear the sludge.
Yeah.
Right. The other way.
he draws.
Yeah, if he had pinged,
Yeah.
then the game would already
Yeah.
be over.
Yeah.
Okay, well, Kolento's just going to use Fireball to burn through and do damage to the face. He's got a lot of fireballs.
One is golden. So now it comes to the first draw from from 12 cards. So it's 1 to 12.
Is there
for the
anything
flare.
worth just
Well,
like
if he gets
dropping Doomsayer, just like whatever?
And that's
does
not
anything
it.
really.
That's not it.
It's not it. I don't think he can survive otherwise.
Yeah, you can play 2 fireballs.
And that's going to do it for game number 1. Somehow Kolento has managed to
Wow.
stay alive barely enough to defeat the Hunter from Savjz. And what does it say when it ties up the series and your opponent can have the edge on you picking?
Yeah, it's a tough position for Savjz. That he has to be a little bit frustrated with that loss, but I think as you said, Lothar, like, well, I guess you didn't say it like this, but 1 mana for 2-for-1 card advantage and 8 damage is actually not good enough.
I think so.
Yeah, you're completely right. Like, he would have won if he had held on to that. Like, that extra 8 life, he did that extra 8 damage like many times over.
Easily.
Yeah.
2 times actually.
Yeah,
He had
I
like-
think you do have to hold your flare no matter what. Unless you have a Senko, and then that's fantastic. Go ahead, use it.
True.
All right, well, Savjz mulliganed really hard for cards like Shield Block. Those are the
Oh,
more
those are
important
Armor
ones.
Smith.
Armor Smith is nice as well.
I think we'll just see, or maybe not. No, that will be Armor Smith on turn 2.
Yeah, definitely. You gain some armor. Finally, Armor Smith has something to challenge.
I could see him point out the Acolyte just to draw a little bit more, but
Maybe that draws a Frostbolt.
True.
yeah, it could.
True.
It could.
Taking damage off the board.
Ooh.
But
that's alright.
now
He has
it's
Death
alright.
Spite,
It's Death Spite time.
Death Spite, you also have ways to gain armor after this Armor Smith dies because of the Death Rattle effect.
Yep.
It's very systematic, but don't underestimate what a Freeze Mage can do with some of their smaller minions. If they get Mad Scientist on the board, there's no taunts from Warrior. They sneak in a little bit of damage, keep the armor in check, deny that armor up every turn. There are ways for Freeze Mage to win. It's just very hard to do because oftentimes Warrior's well equipped to kill you.
Tell me if you guys agree with this. Oh, that's a kind of interesting play.
I think it's okay because you want to negate the additional Armor Smith.
Yeah, but there
powers.
is Execute, so that's the sad thing. Yanni's gonna gain 2 armor.
Yeah.
Oh, look
Execute
at that. Yeah,
has-
that was really well played.
You use the Execute because there are actually no other targets than
Antonidas and Alexstrasza.
Yeah, that's basically it.
But by the time Antonidas comes out, usually it's...
Everyone knows that those 2 cards are the 29th and 30th cards in your deck, so why
Yeah,
would
you
you worry
can't,
with
you can't
that?
save one of your opening cards. This matchup, like I feel like Antonidas is the key here. I feel like you actually have to be really careful and save very specific cards to make sure that
And
you can get as many fireballs as possible.
And from the Warrior point of view, is basically similar to Hunter's point of view against Freeze Mage.
Hero
It's like
power every
hero
turn.
power every turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, in that case, he's hovering over the Acolyte, so that way you can hero power.
Yeah.
Sludge Belcher puts way more pressure, though.
I
From 1 damage to 4.
I think you don't want to put pressure on Mage when you're Warrior. You just want to hero power up every single turn. So Mage, until Antonidas hits the board, Mage has a certain amount of damage he can deal in the whole game, and if you just go above that level, you're safe.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to agree with what you're saying here.
It's
a little
kind of
bit.
similar to Miracle Rogues in the
Right.
past.
But I do think the pressure can build up very quickly. We've seen Amaz uses Priest to surprise pressure the Mage. If you hit really good, decent drops every turn, the damage stacks very quickly.
Yeah, I think Warrior is maybe the only class where you can play it 2 ways against Freeze Mage. I think that
That's so unfair. You can be aggressive and defensive at the same time.
like you can go whichever way you want. Like we see that he's actually like kind of in between what you 2 guys are saying, hero
Right.
powering as much as he can, yet still putting on a lot of pressure.
Like now he has the ability to weapon up, attack.
Well, it's even more funny that Warrior has more weapons than Hunter. So you have like more charged creatures in the deck.
You think Hunter, like lore-wise, should have more weapons than Warrior?
I mean, you would
in general.
think that Hunter should be more aggressive than the Warrior.
Yeah,
and
I mean-
Warrior has like bigger burst, which
Yeah.
is kind of small still. But each weapon is like a creature of charge.
yeah.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Like a 2 has 2
Yeah.
uses.
Yep.
Nice. In the meantime, Kolento's still looking for ways to try and find a way to win. The problem is the Warrior's going to gain too much life, and now the taunts deny your ability to pick apart his health in any way.
Yeah, this is he's going to be able to draw plenty of cards. Like
Hey Lothar, is it important at all to save Thanos for spell power, or is it important to cycle just as the normal Freeze Mage wants to?
When you have 9 cards in your hand, I don't think you cycle.
Yeah, I think it's like kind of important. Every point of damage is going to matter. I would say if he was like stalling out a bit, just cycle the guy. But as of right now, I think it's cool. Just hold on.
All right, Brawl, one of the more useless cards in this matchup, but
Yeah,
I mean, Savjz does have 1 shield block already, which is important.
that's right. I'd love to see him drop that Acolyte. Just kind of draw. I don't think it really matters that Senjin's going to die here. Like the next time that Kolento has a
Right.
free mana, it's going to die anyways.
Well, I mean, there is Cone of Cold we see in hand, so you're right.
Yeah.
There's actually no point in trying to save that 1 health minion.
I love him putting the Acolyte in the middle, by the way. This
Yeah.
is how you place cards against Kona Cold.
Yep. Force it to no matter how you position it, give yourself a draw. All right, let's see what he picks up.
Of course, it's going to die if he takes it. He's the one on the left, but still, it's good placement.
I wonder if he's thinking about keeping Mad Scientist alive, like forcing your opponent to activate it by pinging it, so that way you don't take damage. Plus,
By pinging it? Why would you ping it? You just attack.
or you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking about Loot Hoarder.
yeah.
But
I don't know how many Taskmasters is Savjz running, but when you had already been using 2 Death Spites, I think it's kind of important to keep that Taskmaster for the garage.
Yeah, that definitely could be. If he's planning on using it here, I would say that for sure means he has a second one. Like, killing this is good because it keeps his Belcher alive, so I guess that's important, but if he didn't have a second one, I'd rather use the Shield Slam, just in case.
Sure.
Like, you're still going to have removal for the other minions that come out. It's, like, again, if you're really worrying about how to kill off an Alexstrasza or something, then...
Yanni does have a way to kill this Alexstrasza off immediately with Shield Slam. Shield block, this is where it becomes really key because you're going to bounce right back up to the high 20s.
That's right. Even draws into another Shield Slam here.
Shield Slam face, you win.
You proc, that's what happens.
Yep. Armor up and start attacking. Just go to work. I believe Warrior was supposed to go down to 15, but he's actually back up to 29.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a little bit frustrating. But look, we have a lot of damage in Kolento's hand here.
How many damage is that? That's
a lot of damage. Is how much damage it
15,
is.
19, 29 damage of burn.
And if you have Thalnos out, it gets even more.
You're right.
You will get Thalnos for 1 turn, so you want to squeeze as many spells as possible there.
Fireball,
So,
Frostbolt, Iceland.
Do you Thalnos Conical Fireball face to try to...
That might
Pressure.
be the play here.
Yeah, he has another Ice Block in hand, so I would Pyroblast first, because you can sneak in the Ice Block.
True.
You know what I mean?
True. But is he worried about getting popped this turn too? Because then...
It's 9 damage, so...
So you think he should Cone of Cold?
Savjz is 2 damage of popping the Ice Block. And are there any options that Savjz will actually draw
Like,
into?
Cool
2
task.
extra damage, yeah. He'd already used both Death Spites, right?
Yeah.
Cool task.
And
Does
he
he have
has
Gore
1
Howl?
weapon too.
I
so
doubt that he has Gorehowl. Like, he could. Like, we have seen Gorehowl in this tournament, but I don't know. I think Savjz is always so cutting edge on decks. He doesn't go back. He only goes forward.
Maybe he has a Barongeddon. That's 2 points of damage.
Savjz for a better
Could.
world.
Yeah, Savjz for a better world. I
Savjz.
believe.
2018, make it happen. All right,
Yeah,
so he's
it's-
taking your line of play, Artosis, going for Pyroblast immediately. I don't blame him
It's hard
whatsoever.
to fit that in with other
Oh,
stuff.
I just wanted to say that there
Whoa.
was a second shield block.
What a way to bounce back from
Wow,
that,
yeah.
though. That is a big draw.
It certainly is.
Oh,
Hey, and there's that extra 2
hey.
points of damage.
Well, you know, sometimes
he
you
should
do
have
have to
actually
go.
played that.
Sometimes we have to go back
He
to our
actually-
roots, Artosis.
Savjz misplayed here. He should not have done this, right? He should have played Barongeddon this turn because then he would have procced this.
Yeah,
That's way. I think the 4
Yeah.
extra damage is fine, and so he would have 6 less life than this, which would put him at 20. Can he
6?
do 20 in
4.
a hand?
Yes, he can.
Forest.
Thalnos,
Frostbolt, Ice Lance.
Fireball
with
with
Thalnos.
Thalnos is 21 damage.
Okay.
So
So there
but
is a
he would
possibility he would have
have-
lost, but he would have procced there as well. So
He would
this
have
is actually
4
safer.
less, not 6.
Huh?
He would have 4 less.
No, because he couldn't have armored up,
Yeah.
and he would have taken 2 from Barongeddon.
Yes, it would be at
Oh, that's 4 less. Yeah, you're
that's
right.
4
Okay.
less. So,
So
that's,
instead of
actually, he couldn't
26,
have died.
so that's 22.
Okay, so that just was like probably a superior.
So he probably just played a little too fast because you assume you have to armor up very often.
But then after,
But is
after
this is unlosable though? This position. If he has a second ice block, maybe maybe things
yeah,
go wrong. So
yeah, it was
okay,
right.
it's
It was
fine.
right not
and then
to
you're
play
damaging
Barongeddon.
yourself every turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And Alexstrasza was already played.
I get
so
too excited about proccing that stuff. I'm like, no, you gotta get out of
No,
there.
it is one of the ways to win before your mage can do anything to you is to get the ice blocks out of the way. And also, but if that was the case though, wouldn't he just Alexstrasza himself? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Interesting.
Yeah, if it goes below the armor, definitely. I'd say.
I wish we could explore that, but of course this is a completely different line. But
Yeah.
maybe one day we'll be able to resume from replay.
Yeah,
Maybe Blizzard could come up with something like that.
for the card game, it's probably easier than for StarCraft, right?
Probably.
You'd think so.
It would. Okay, so you're gonna get procced soon.
Yeah, you have to start getting damage in. I'm surprised that he's keeping Thanos, but I guess he's just reserved to himself that he needs to draw second Ice Lance with it. And, and he's also weaving in hero power, which is important.
Yeah, like... Huh.
So next turn is Ice Block.
So, do you Shield Slam to on like your Acolyte to draw more cards in case
Is there like a super good reason that you need to get another card? Like, is there another
maybe
card in your
Armor
deck that helps?
Smith? I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah,
Armor
second
Smith would be
house,
fantastic.
yeah.
You're right.
At the same time, he knows Antonitis is, but he does have Execute. No, I don't know.
I love how, the way that Cameron spoils the players, that it's coming to an end. Right?
What do you
Okay,
mean?
you go
Okay,
Archmage,
Camera guy goes,
Archmage, Ice Block, right? That's the play. You get one more Fireball and you get one more turn.
I mean, they both know that the game's coming to a close.
Yeah, it's over next turn.
Like regardless of
either
what happens.
he gets to kill him the turn after this turn, or he's dead.
Right.
That's it.
And if Kolento wins this game against the Control Warrior, I don't know anything can stop him. Honestly.
Well, if he beats Hunter plus Control Warrior.
Because there's the Miracle Rogue remaining.
And then, oh, that's a free one.
Right.
That
And then
is
there's
free.
Handlock.
Yeah. No,
Is
those
there a
are.
way
Here we go.
you
Fireball.
can deal 17 damage without
Okay,
the
so
second
Veets really
Ice
needs to pick up Armor Smith, because then he can suicide these minions, pop Ice Block, gain some armor, and
First
perhaps
slam.
even find ways to...
Yeah, he should draw as many cards as he can here.
Yep.
Like, he
shouldn't
should
just
probably
yep.
slam that and then run Acolyte.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Based on what he draws. Like, and he just needs to get Armor Smith if possible.
If that's the Armor Smith, no.
Nope.
It's not, but
That's the draw, but still one chance.
yeah, there's no way for him to deal 1 damage. So
No.
So that's 17 points of life. And
Wait.
Kolento
17 points of life means Kolento has it then, because I think he's got the Thanos spell damage.
okay,
That's
With
so
Fireball,
4 and
Frostful,
5.
Ice Lance.
4
No,
plus
yeah,
5,
no,
9
that's
plus
15.
7, 16.
No, with spell power?
16.
Ah.
Wait, does he have a ping too?
I don't think so.
Wait, 4, 5,
It's one
6, 7,
mana
8,
short.
9. He's 1 mana short. If he draws an Ice Lance,
The
he
Ice
wins.
Lance is the one outer.
Yeah.
How far is he into the deck? No, it's
No,
not
it's not
Ice
it.
Lance.
Wait,
But he does have Ice Block. And he's going for it. He's going to try to freeze.
Whoops.
Oh, wait.
Am I following?
Never
right?
mind.
No, he's 1 off.
Yeah.
He is
Holy
one off.
crap.
Wow, that came down to one damage. I was like, did we
What the-
miss something?
Yeah, I was like, can't.
It goes down to 3 classes each where they have to play it. And Savjz is on Warrior. Kolento does have Shaman. But then if the Shaman goes down here from Kolento, I feel like Savjz would be in a really good spot
Yeah.
then on the opposite side, because there's Hunter and then Warrior remaining for Kolento.
Yeah,
Hunters may not
it's a
be-
really great.
And-
I think anytime you win 2 games in a row in a
Right.
series like this, you're going to be at a huge advantage going
And
forward.
Savjz also has Baron Geddon, so this Warrior deck isn't
That's
poorly
right, yeah.
equipped to defeat the Shaman.
Did
Yeah,
you see?
and he has Harrison, Baron Geddon, like
He has Harrison Jones. Oh my God,
Yeah.
you're right. Sorry, Lothar, what were you saying earlier?
I wanted to ask if we saw Savj's Hunter the day after before.
that was the
Yeah,
first
that
time
was
we've
the
seen his Hunter
No,
in the
that-
whole tournament.
we didn't see anything. Like that's why we were surprised by Sludge Belcher in his deck. It's like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
so
yeah,
you're gonna
right.
put that in your deck to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
good in the mirror.
It's kind of a slightly older version than the
Yep.
other ones that we've seen at this event.
I know why Savjz was talking up Slam now yesterday. I was casting with him and Trump, and he was like, yeah. You know, he's like, I actually like Slam. It's the good card.
You're so good at impressions. Oh. Oh, you need a Twitch channel where you just do impressions of all the popular Hearthstone pros. I will subscribe instantly. I will be on recurring payment for it.
Awesome.
I was talking about that
make it
for
happen.
2 days straight.
Manatide could be good if Warrior didn't have a way to deal with it, but there's 4 cards in the deck that easily can.
Yeah, look at this. He's proactively dealing with this egg right now.
It's messing with Kolento's egg.
Yeah. He's
This is not very appealing. Whatever comes out gets shut down. Usually Coin Azure Drake's okay, but then how does that react to like your opponent's Death Spite?
Yeah, you know what? Okay, this is actually a great play because he hit the egg with the armor smith. I think he was planning on just clearing out the Nerubian with his weapon. But now, like, using it on this guy is... Well, I guess he has Shield Slam that he can use.
Yep.
Yeah.
So not a big deal.
Shield Slam.
Well, actually, it is a big
Cruel
deal
Ta-
because he loses his armor if he hits...
No. He uses the
Cruel
Shield Slam
Taskmaster.
on the Belcher, I think.
Oh, does he have enough? If he uses Cruel Taskmaster, he should get 1,
Oh, okay,
2.
he gets
yep,
an
he
extra
gets-
armor here, and then he
Right,
can
hero
armor up
power.
and use it.
Precisely.
That's really well done.
good board clear.
And look at that, he gets to clear everything too.
Yep.
Yep. Very well
Pretty
done.
good player.
Not bad.
Super well done.
Where's the well played emote?
Yeah, he should really go well played. Thank you. You gotta give yourself a pat on the back for good plays like
That's
that.
true.
And
If
then
your opponent
Squelch.
won't say it, you have to say it. Somebody's got to do it. Recognize.
10-5. So it's Drake. Most likely.
Yeah. Without like a fire elemental being able to come out, Drake is your best option
Yeah,
here.
which makes Slam fantastic.
Yeah, that's true.
Trading this little 2/2,
Yeah.
this little garbage minion he has on the board for that is just so great.
Yep. Yeah. So, I mean, that's why he said Slam is very versatile. And
I always loved Slam. I was very sad when it came out of all the good warrior decks because I can't build my own decks. I'm pretty bad at that, so I just have to copy things off the internet.
And then add Fury Dragons.
But, oh yeah, no, I did some of my own stuff for this tournament. We saw how that worked.
yeah. Well.
Okay, actually, yeah, he doesn't want the Azure to just fall to these minions.
No, and it's important that he's keeping the totems in check too. By the way, like having these small minions, as innocuous as they might seem, is very nice to have.
Savjz are seeing comeback too.
Did he not?
Yeah.
I wonder if he. I guess he's okay with this because you expect Fire Elemental to come out this turn, which means you're letting your Senjin get picked off for the.
Maybe he will play Lightning Storm here. It's actually one of the few occasions you got some value out of it against a warrior.
Fair enough, but then your mana lock for next turn, you can't Fire Elemental.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see Fire Elemental. I mean, he has to, but the thing is, the Fire Elemental just dies the little
Yeah, to the
crappy
board.
dude in the weapon.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
and Shield Slam. Oh, you're right, Lothar, in that. So you see.
Yeah, that's the name of Cruel Taskmaster. Now he's just like, because when he's on the board, you're just like, eh.
Oh, is it a high roll?
roll.
Oh, well, that's the way to do it the best, I guess.
That's the pure skill.
All right.
Skill stone.
I wasn't expecting him to do that, but it obviously was very good.
That's bad news. But, you know, Savjz does have the 2-card combination of Alexstrasza and the Gromosh. And he could potentially be in a position where I don't see a Hex inside Kolento's hand. So if he can't deal with things, all of a sudden we might see an opportunity for Savjz to pressure for a win sometime soon.
The only thing you can do against Garusher is the Earthshock to just put him on full attack, and Defender of Argus to be just in the defensive mode. Oh look!
Oh, well, right
Well,
on
that's
time.
Nice. That's nice.
Is
got
he
a lot
going
of
to
good
Gromosh
cards.
first?
I think you use the Gromosh to clear.
Okay.
It's turn 8 for Shaman,
yeah.
so if he uses Hex, he can't play Fire Elemental.
And if he doesn't,
You know, I'm behind the times. I
Well-
don't like clearing with Gromosh still. Like, I am actually
You're
just
an
like,
old soul.
I'm living in the past. Everyone at this tournament is just clearing with Gromosh all the time.
2014 Artos, it's time to adapt.
Yeah.
It's no longer 2013.
Yeah, you're not supposed to kill him with a 12 power charge minion. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You did that in BlizzCon for the win, right? That was an
Yeah.
inner rage combination against Trump, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good times. You know,
In fact,
if-
I killed Lothar like that 3 times in a row.
Oh yeah, and I am gonna beat Get wrecked, son. You know, if he doesn't deal with this, Alexstrasza to your opponent also kills. Like if you know, if for some reason if he puts up a weak taunt and you just like axe him down and
Excellent
Push it
question.
oh man, you Polish people. What?
Give me money. Bit.
Well, Lothar, thank God you're pretty.
Oh, it's something.
Well, Earthshock on Gromosh is not ideal, but it's a way to remove. And that gives strong indication there's no Hex.
Ooh, Acidic Swamp Ooze.
He won. Wait, what?
He is
He
running
plays- he
not
plays-
just a Harrison, but a Swamp Ooze.
Yes.
I think
This is
he was
blowing
like,
my
"What?"
mind.
His thinking behind that I think, is everyone will be playing double Doomhammer Shaman.
No, he's not thinking that.
That's
Is
kind of
he?
crazy. Like, look, it's a good card against Hunter, like a really good card against Hunter. It's a great card against Warrior. It's good against a priest that steals your weapon.
Wow. You know what? You know what I love about this? This is gonna eventually set up a position where Savjz might be able to Ragnaros for the win. Shaman can't heal, so
Yeah.
if you suicide the entire board trying to like Flame Tongue Totem, then you have an opportunity to just Ragnaros,
Yeah.
maybe even slam a target down and increase your chances.
Yeah. Like, if he clears, he might have to use all of it. Like, look at his hand, right? He can use Rock Biter. Like, he might just get a
Right.
coin flip for the win or something. That's so possible here.
Yeah, and also, again, it's testing to see what your opponent has. If it's not like a safe board at all to Ragnaros on, like Feral Spirits, Taunt, Hex, and like there's just 6 targets on there, it's like, okay, well, wait for a brawl. You know, those kinds of reads.
Dude, shut up.
Yeah, that's not helpful.
You have to kill Extraza, right? Like, you have to.
Yeah,
I mean, you have to clear board if possible.
Yeah. This is just too dangerous.
Searing Totem just wants to be one of the spider buddies.
Do you call those spider buddies?
They are. They come in twos.
Yeah, no, I'm totally on board with this, Ro8.
It's like girls' night out. They never come alone.
Wow. Do they eat free on Fridays?
Now it's Goho for the win.
Gorehowl
buddies.
or Slam Ragnaros.
Yeah, slam rag.
I like it.
do it.
50-50 for Savjz to take a strong 2-1 lead with Warrior.
Let's see it.
Kapow.
And-
Oh man,
Probably
Savjz not
still-
happy.
I think it's not the point when
Look.
Savjz has to worry.
Oh, I mean, if there's a Hex.
This is
That
where
w-
you play the board. Like, if he had a Hex, though, if you look at Savjz's hand, like, there could be a comeback. That is
Yes.
possible. Like, he's used almost all of his kill cards. Like, he still definitely has Baron Geddon.
Probably a 6 legendary creature like
Like a Sylvanas or a Karn.
Yeah, or
Something like that.
If he's running Black Knight.
Black
But how do
I
you
don't
fit it
think-
in
no,
when
he
you have
doesn't.
Harrison Jones and Swamp Ooze?
And a Slam. There's no way that he plays Black Knight in here, right?
Maybe
well,
he's
maybe
not even
Slam
playing
replaces
Sylvan- no,
Unstable
he-
Ghoul. I don't know.
He plays
yeah, it could be,
Sylvanas
yeah.
for sure, and he doesn't play ghouls, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Ghoul.
Right.
Haven't seen a Black Knight. I don't think he's playing BGH.
Well, the best way to deal with this is as many targets as possible.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just don't Earthshock him.
Yep.
Actually, maybe
Well,
do
you know
Earthshock
what?
him.
Actually,
Yeah, actually Earthshock him. I was like trying to be funny, but actually...
Earthshock on the Ragnaros.
Yeah, I would like the Earthshock because you have 2 taunts, so he has to start taking damage. He'd take 2 there, so he'd be down to 6.
I suppose you just play the Armor Smith. Do you play the Ooze?
I think so.
Okay, he's gonna...
If he plays Doomhammer, you're giving him a strong comeback potential if he top decks the Hex.
Yeah, look, if this hits him...
Oh,
the
that is
worst
one of the worst
targets.
targets again.
Man, this is not going.
Savjz is devastated. Whoa. Things are about to change. Unless Kolento... Kolento's looking at Savjz.
I bet Kolento knows that
He's
Savjz is
chuckling
running use and Harrison Jones.
Guys, I think Savjz needs some medical attention.
Oh, boy.
Oh, okay, he's fine. Never mind.
You know, after the previous game where Kolento almost killed off the Warrior, and now Ragnaros is getting 2 worst targets in a row, I don't know if Savjz's heart can take this anymore.
Well, he's at like 40 life, so he should just chill out.
All right, well, I'll pass him the note.
I actually like the Earthshock play. Like,
Well, I liked it
because the Rag
before,
would have had to
but-
hit this other wolf, so he'd be at 4 health right now against a Harvest Golem. And then
Right, Fire
he could use
Elemental.
Fire Elemental and just kill them.
Earthshock, yeah. And the Earthshock does do damage with
He can-
spell power.
He
Yeah,
can
would've
still
been
do this. He can
Right.
just.
Oh, you're
he can
right.
just play Fire Elemental, Earthshock,
kill.
and kill.
Yeah.
So actually,
I like it, but
he can. No. he
this
can.
is just like getting too scary. Like, if he plays Fire Elemental and then it like hits Fire Elemental or something, and you know, we're getting close. You take enough 25%ers, you're gonna get one.
He's setting up more targets once again.
That's weird.
This is ballsy.
I would have killed the Rag.
This, I mean, if Savjz's chances of hitting were low before. No!
Kolento is going to be so surprised if he plays that, and he's going to be so happy too, because if he doesn't die here,
So much restraint. No.
oh, the worst target again.
Every single time. Every single time.
No taunt.
Oh, man.
Oh man.
So sick.
This
Look at this.
is-
Earthshock and Hex just clear.
Yep. Oh. Savjz says I'm done.
That's not...
Dude, actually, if you look at Kolento's hand, he can absolutely come back and win this from here. This is way too crazy.
From 50-50 to...
I'm so glad that the card
10-90.
Ragnaros exists, because this game would be so boring otherwise.
Well, now he's got Hex and a way to clear this Sludge Belcher. I think Savjz has to get a Brawl.
Yeah,
The Brawl is his way back in.
Brawl
I mean,
is important.
Kolento knows that too. That's something in the back of his mind about the potential of clearing.
I'm actually...
Why did he keep the Earthshock for? Let's
Yeah, I'm
see.
surprised he's like
Sylvanas?
so into that Earthshock. He's all about that Earthshock.
Is it a
Maybe it's for Sylvanas.
Sylvanas,
Or
or-
maybe...
Yeah, he has to be saving
get-
for something like that.
Baron Geddon, because it deals damage to the face.
Ah, you're right. And that's why, Savjz taking down this 1-3 is the right play. So that way Baron
Ooh,
can
that's a
comes
great
in.
draw.
That's a good draw. That's an excellent draw.
Pass me that black light.
Short of Azure Drake, that was probably one of the best draws he could have F4 gotten. I think Alakir.
Oh my god. Kolento's just going to do it.
You trade the free for...
He's really, you know what? Another way for Savjz to get back in is Harrison Jones. Does he have
Yeah,
time
yeah.
to do it though?
He needs Brawl here.
Oh my god.
Well, that's gonna be
Kolento
Earthshock.
saved the Earthshock
Yep.
for this very moment. But it's still a minion.
But you have to clear it.
You still have to kill it, but
So
you can kill it with...
that's why he kept the Earthshock.
Yeah,
that
but
was
now
really
you have
important.
Alakir.
You can let it run into your stuff. You're going to have 2 taunts. Like, you cannot possibly clear.
Do you feel it's too risky to Alakir clear?
Oh, you know what, though?
what
He has to be
about-
careful about top deck Brawl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brawl in this situation
risky?
will give him like maybe a 6-5 in the best scenario and a 1-1 in the worst scenario.
No, the 0-2 that has no spell
yeah.
power is the worst for
Oh, yeah,
sure.
So, at least it's pretty.
And he'd probably get it too.
Yeah, the way Savjz's luck is
Right.
going this game.
This game is.
I can't
gotten
believe
way
that
out
he
of
did
control.
like... He had so many chances to win this.
Someone
with
needs
that
to, someone needs to calculate the odds of hitting the worst target those 3 turns in a row and let us know, so that way we can talk about it and I guess rub it into Savjz.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's one of the times to pull out Dalcasta term. Sometimes it's just Hearthstone.
Yeah. That's Hearthstone, fellas.
But it's really entertaining.
Oh, it is. I mean, Kolento fans are going nuts because of how Kolento's a guy who makes ridiculous comebacks. But again, the way we were like, why does he save Earthshock? It's for reasons like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I thought he might have gotten roped.
No. But he sacrificed the 1-1 just to...
Okay.
Make sure it dies
Shield
when
block
it's a Belcher.
gets through.
That's a good draw.
Oh my God! Wow, that's
That's a
big card.
very good draw.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank God he's still at high
Nice.
health. If he had waited one more turn to draw that, that would have been really
Yep.
bad.
5 health. So...
And now he's probably going to trade this in.
Oh, Fleming. Is that
Oh, that's right.
Is that
I
lethal?
don't know if Kolento
That's
saw.
8, 12, and... No, that's not lethal.
Not quite. He's at 5 health, guys.
He has to
He draws
kill.
like a fiery war axe that could be an issue.
Oh, you're right. But you're gonna use Alakir to clear, right?
He's going to use one hit from Alakir on
Right.
the 7-5 and then the no mission venter.
Kolento is realizing too the only way for his opponent to potentially get back in is like a Doomhammer. So.
Yeah.
And he saw Harrison Jones, right? So
Yeah.
he's refusing to play this. Another like smart thing that he's doing. right
Kolento
now.
is so awesome at that. Like, it's from him that I learned that you actually don't have to play Twilight Drake
Right.
against Shaman. You can actually just keep in your hand.
The placement for the Alakir is also important too, because now it's like the Flame Tongue Totem can't BGH range the Fire Elemental.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
this
a good
is
draw.
so crazy.
Okay.
Like, none of his stuff is even going to die. He has the healing totem. It's just going to get healed up.
Yep. Flame Tongue Totem allows him to trade into Sludge Belcher effectively.
There is still a chance of drawing a brawl.
Yep. The Brawl
We're getting
forcing
really
Kolento into the Doomhammer.
Savjz, please move the mouse.
Yeah, really.
Once upon a time, Elemental was down at 2 health, and it's fully healed now.
Wow.
Also, Savjz,
Those healing tots, man.
yeah.
Jeez.
Savjz is how far down his deck now?
He was at like over 40 health against 7 health with Dragon Boreas 2
Oh
minions.
boy.
If he draws
boy.
Harrison, maybe.
He needs Harrison into Brawl.
Harrison into
Yeah, he does.
Brawl would
That's what
be
he needs.
ridiculous.
If he gets Harrison, he'll go into Brawl.
This is
then
the time.
Harrison
it.
lives.
Nope. I don't think that's gonna matter because he can't deal with the Fire Elemental, which is attacked for 4 turns now. Kolento has turned it
Wow, this-
around and is
oh
up
my
2-1.
God.
There was
Just-
only one chance of Savjz making a comeback and winning instantly almost, was drawing Harrison Jones, killing...
To Hunter, and then he has to be Hunter and Warrior with his handlock.
And what Kolento is looking
So
for...
this is actually still doable for Savjz, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
these guys have really balanced classes.
I think now Kolento wants to look for Doomhammer and Flame Tongs. Or maybe not.
All right, let's see.
Oh,
He's
so he
got
has
both
double
gadget
gadget
Sands and the
Sands.
coin. You can't complain about that.
Nope. And Kolento doesn't exactly have the most stellar hand.
It's the Malagos rogue, right?
Yes.
Yes.
In fact, with so many Death Rattles and Undertaker, I feel like Kolento is not happy with his hand at all.
What is the most
that hand
important
is
card?
pretty
And it's this rogue is 28 cards and Blade Furies.
Wow.
Yes.
Very well played, Lothar.
Yeah, but I wasn't joking. This Blade Fury will be the MVP of this
yeah.
of this
Yeah.
matchup.
Blade Fury's insane.
Oh, speak of the devil.
Yep. Doesn't need to use it.
Yeah, just save it for, like, thing is, let's say he plays, like, another one of those. He could use it then if he likes.
That was really important that Savjz just cleared this Spirit Wolves because Flame Tongue would be kind of disastrous when when a Doomhammer would come also for the Shaman player.
Wow, he has Conceal, guys.
Yep.
This is, like, such an insane turn next turn.
Does
Guys
Kolento
just on
run?
Coin Conceal. That's, like, the greatest turn 5 ever conceived.
And there is no Telnos into Lightning Storm, into
No.
High Roll.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ifs.
If he plays Azure, maybe he can get that.
Does he have Lothar in his deck?
He has.
I would
mean,
imagine.
he has to have Lothar. It's like the staple card in every single deck. Apart from
Lothar's
First
another
Mage.
way to answer that gadget. Oh boy!
Oh, that is not.
Christmas came early for Savjz.
Do you actually use the prep? I think you do.
I think
prep
so.
should.
Because of the Lothar possibility.
Yeah.
You just get people are starting to use their
Shift
Cash
fetch.
in.
Oh no,
Yeah.
shift
Possibility.
shift it to 4. Shift it to 4 so
Yeah,
you can
you're
set
right.
up the
Shift it
deadly
2/4.
poison and Blade Fury
Yeah.
next turn.
I concur. Savjz is not a big fan of doing 1 damage to your opponent when you can damage a minion.
That's true.
Backstab is also cool. no?
Backstab on the
I would-
spiders.
Spiders,
Yeah,
yeah.
spiders. No.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What
call,
an
good
insane
call.
turn. What type of turn 5 is this?
Pretty standard.
Why didn't more people bring Miracle to this tournament? This deck, every time I see it, like, I play it every day, but, like, you just sit here and watch, and you're like, oh my god.
Yep.
Oh my god.
That's disgusting.
Yep. Agreed and agreed. Now, how do you respond if you're
You have no
Kolento?
response.
I mean, you saw Shiv on the No Mission Venner, so that
You-
telegraphs the Blade
Yeah.
Flurry.
Yeah, exactly.
So does that mean you play Defender Vargas with the egg here?
Ooh, yeah, you do.
You play the egg
yeah,
for
you
sure,
definitely do.
Oh, Manatide Totem. Okay.
Oh,
but
really?
I think you have to dig for your win card,
Sure.
which is
That's
the
also
Doomhammer.
That's also fair. But, I mean, Blade Flurry is going to be pretty nasty.
Fury.
Yeah, Blade Fury is so good.
Ooh. Oh, boy.
No, backstab.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope,
okay.
He's going to shift
Oh,
this
that's
convert to
perfect.
Blade Flurry.
How
Perfect.
ridiculous.
Wow.
So Kolento right now has to decide what deck he's going to use next. Because this game just ended.
I agree.
Like, look at this hand of
Dang.
Savjz.
He's got
This
slow
is-
Seb to seal deal.
Like, we could actually just let Kolento use whatever he wants in his deck every turn, I think. and I don't know if he can win this still. Like,
Right.
this hand is so nuts.
Shaman has no heal, and how much damage is it already in
It's not a
Savjz's hand?
lot in the hand, but it, like,
It's-
Malygos is eventually going to come down. Like,
It's at least 5.
Does he need to even come down? Like, there's 5 on board. You have 3, 6 with deadly poison weapon from Sinister Strike as well, so that's 9. And I mean, that's already starting to get to the 5 health or less range for Shaman. And that's not even accounting spell power.
just crazy.
He doesn't even care if Savjz will draw more cards.
Sure. All right. Well, one thing is slowing him down is that he's hit a streak of minions and not spells.
Yeah.
Oh, second Blade
Oh.
Fury in the
Oh,
second.
there you go.
Awesome.
Let's play some spells.
I feel like that's like the 2-word combination every Miracle Rogue uses. Oh, awesome.
Something like that.
Whenever they're drawing.
You can keep the sap, or you can just play it now, but I feel there's a better way to do it. Like, eviscerate if you draw into a second backstep, or what can you do more?
I guess you draw.
Second conceal.
Yeah, I would
doesn't
just
really matter.
continue to cycle a bit.
Oh, look.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's awesome.
Oh, cool. Look, it's another one of the cards I put in my deck. That's now in my hand. Wow.
You just do it for the cycle. Maybe there's a second Blade Fury.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it there.
Oh, that's also good.
Oh.
That's pretty cool.
Well, actually, you have a full 10-card hand if you do that, so
Yeah.
you might just ban cleave. Yep.
There you go. That's a good turn right there.
Especially when there's
Earthshock
there
was
a-
just used.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Or
Okay.
Kolento. This is. this is
Okay, we
just
can
brutal.
proceed to the next
Yeah.
match, I think.
He's also overloaded, too, so even if he drew something good off of the Azure Drake, which I don't think he can afford to do, it would have been a bad spot.
My shield.
Oh, man. Okay. Actually, it's this lethal right here. You have Azure Drake into...
You know, this is
Ten of
this is
nines.
like watching the Rebel Alliance versus the Death Star. Yet there's no Luke Skywalker.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
just-
like,
they
this
don't
is
have a way to
just-
kill him.
It's so brutal.
Like your Luke Skywalker is like Lothar. Like that's the only way you can redeem yourself after a concealed
Lothar right now is that guy that goes "Wah!" and then crashes into the Death Star.
Oh, like right before Luke was able to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're on my tail.
Oh man, half of Twitch chat does not know what the hell we're referencing.
Because
If
they're
they don't,
12?
that's actually very, very sad.
Wait, if he sapped SI7, how much damage? He had 11, and then you eviscerate the face. That's 15. Oh. Savjz was 1 damage off lethal.
No, you can draw into prep.
Oh. Yeah, but because he drew with the gadget sand, now he drew the damage he needed. So
Yeah.
he was 1 damage off lethal, but at the same time, I don't think your opponent can get you down unless he has. No, there's no way. I was like, unless there's like double rock biter with
double
Doom
rock
Hammer,
biter,
but even
and
then you're still
2
short.
lightning bolts. No, and 1 lightning bolt.
That has
no,
to be the
lava burst.
exact 4 cards he needs.
Oh, what?
He needs
man.
2 rock biters, Doom Hammer, and Lightning Bolt.
And that's still. No,
that's
lava
right.
burst. That's 21.
Oh, you don't have mana to do that though.
He doesn't have Lava Burst, I don't think, right?
Right, but
Like,
the 4-card combination
Oh,
he
it's
could lose
ni-
to would have been
it's
Doom
Doom
Hammer,
Hammer.
2 rock
Okay.
biters, and Lightning Bolt, which is unlikely. All right.
To say the least.
Now, is Savjz trying to conceal information? All right, yeah, sure. I can get behind that.
laptops.
All right. That was a bop.
That's right. That's it. He
what?
popped him. Savjz got the big bumper cart in the arena.
Yeah, that
and knocked
was-
Kolento too far ahead that you're behind.
Let's see, what's he do? He does go with the warrior. Okay, so he's probably playing. Oh wait, no, his hunter was banned.
No,
his,
no.
his
His warlock was banned,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
So I think this just tells us it's like a mid-range and not an aggro hunter.
Yep, I agree.
So this should tell Savjz kind of what's going on.
Oh, look.
like, for that match.
Can't believe these
Gadgets
guys
and-
have played
and the
over a
frost-
dozen games and we're still seeing decks for the first time.
Yeah. Well, these two like stomp people. So I guess Kolento actually got second to Trump. So most of his decks we've seen.
I think I wouldn't attack here because you would play Farseer on turn 3. Then you kinda may have a hard time playing the dagger again.
No, on turn 4 you can dagger. There's nothing you're doing
Oh man!
there. Nice. Well, you need Lotheb to respond to that.
For the second time.
Yes.
It's a lot of weapons in this warrior hand.
Yeah, gosh, he's got 3 out of the 4. And that's assuming he's not playing Gorehal, but... He's playing Slam.
Wow. Slam, new meta.
Great,
It's back.
great minds think alike.
You know, all these warrior decks do harken back to the older warrior. We've seen Baron Geddons all over the place. We saw Swamp Ooze, which is like as old as you can get. You know, Slam coming back. We saw Gorehowl this weekend.
That's right,
Baron
Lothar was running Gorehal.
Yep.
With,
Yeah, that's right.
Kolento.
and Toida.
Yep.
It won me the game against Priest.
That's true. I mean,
It's so
Gorehal wins
fantastic in
games.
control matchups. It's like just,
Right.
what is it, 4 or 5 for 1? It's like so silly.
Kinda.
Yeah. No, Gorehal wins games.
Yeah.
Like, defense wins championships,
Gorehowl
but
wins
Gorehals
games.
win games.
Okay. I like it. Yeah, I was wondering how he would want to go about this. This does preserve his life total. Or actually, this might be for pressure and use the axe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the better way.
But
We will see
He-
backstep into
he-
Agent.
he ordered it wrong. Like, he could have an armor instead of one of these healths. Or shield
You
slam.
are correct.
Uh-oh. Kolento, big mistake.
Mistakes were made.
In the end, the armor as might not be of consequence, but
I
Yeah,
bet,
no, I really doubt that it's going to matter, but
I bet Kolento is
It's a-
really happy when he saw that eviscerate.
yeah.
It's really important to get the every single direct damage to your minions and not to your face. But still,
good old face warrior.
Yeah, seriously. That's a lot of damage.
So, do you play Deathbite? I don't play face warrior at all. Do you play Deathbite and face warrior now?
Yeah, people do.
Just, I obviously
Face
Kolonto's not, but just
Like,
there's
the
no
last
face warrior in
face
the
warrior deck I
tournament game.
saw was the one that Tides and Rain
Like,
I'd use at WCA.
you don't
or
play
wherever.
you don't play Arcanite Reapers anymore. Right?
No,
They
well,
fit
no,
the
some of them
metagame,
do
though.
actually. Some of them play both.
So you
Like, I
play-
think their version actually had both in it.
Wow.
I was looking at it because I had to consider it for my terrible lineup.
That's borderline excessive.
It's, yeah, it's like way too many weapons.
Oh, you know, Savjz has so many ways to draw next turn.
Yeah.
He will draw for sure.
Kolento needs Lotheb now.
And is it?
He needs a brawl.
Oh, I saw
It's
a
also
5 mana cost
I was
minion.
like,
Oh.
oh.
That's a little gross to look at, but it wasn't Lotheb.
So if Savjz would draw a second conceal, this will be disastrous for Kolento because
Yeah.
we will see a Sinister Strike into Advent into
I think you
conceal.
gotta-
But he has a brawl. To
Yeah, you
respond
gotta
to
kick
that.
Katz's.
Oh,
Shouldn't a
you go
brawl unconceal things? Everything should lose stealth that goes into a brawl. You can't go and have a brawl and still be stealth.
Right.
When you attack, which is what happens in a brawl,
Yeah.
You
I
deal
completely
damage.
agree.
you no longer, you no longer are concealed.
That is true. You're absolutely correct.
Oops.
Well, I don't feel like there's an alternative here. It's a brawl to get back in the game. Ooh. Savjz
and
head
Savjz
over
won.
hand.
Savjz won.
Oh,
man! Oh man! And Savjz
Finally.
is so emotional.
Finally, Savjz has a run of good luck here in terms of just the pure outcome of a
Yeah.
random event. I mean, he's gotten some good draws.
No, this turn will be insane. He's
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Oh,
there's
boy.
no second brawl, I think.
Kolento looks uncomfortable in his seat. He says, "Why did I popularize this on my stream?" Oh,
Wow, this is such
Oh, that win just went
Wow.
right back to your hand.
oh no.
a... Yeah, I think you use prep. Come on.
You don't care if it's
Fan
Yeah.
of knives it.
Yeah, fan of knives.
into backstep your own.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
If
But
this
there's
is conceal, if he preps into conceal, dude.
You play backstep first into your Gazette because you don't care if it's 4-4 or
Yeah.
4-2.
I don't know. I
But if
would,
he plays...
I would
Baron
love
Geddon-
it if this prep went to conceal, and then you just have ridiculous Van Cleave. Give me the conceal. Oh,
I'm sorry, this is nice too.
all right. Also okay.
How big is this? Like
14,
a 20,
14.
20?
Oh.
16, 16.
I wanted
Sweet
14, 14 to
16.
be reminiscent.
Is this going to be a 30 attack? Like
Sweet 16.
Yeah, and 16 health for Kolento.
Slam it.
He
Actually, I would play the Acolyte and slam it, I think, right? Because it's 5. No, that's not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Acolyte slam, because you have to draw execute.
well, first he's going to whack the gadgets in. He drew execute.
Wowzers.
Wow. But hey, you know what? I mean, that was just a swing for the fences with Savjz. He's okay with that because look at the situation Warrior is in.
Yeah, he's at 14
Like,
health.
Lotheb into SI7
Is that
agent,
lethal? No.
and then you put on your sunglasses and say, deal with it.
It's exactly what you do.
Like, how do you deal with this? You have to Death Bite Cruel Taskmaster and take more damage?
This is rough.
God.
Oh, and Shizblock is for 8 mana right now. That's incredible. Now, I don't see a way that Kolento can somewhat turn it around, I think.
I've said that so many times in my casting career, Lothar, and I regretted saying them the majority of the time.
Well, maybe I will regret it now.
I'm not going to regret it. He's not going to turn this one around. Come on. It's so crazy.
He's gonna. Is
Death
he?
Spite into Taskmaster?
Yeah, that's
Into
the only way he
Hero
can kill
Power.
Lotheb. But then there's
he's
still a.
He's dead, anyway. He's dead.
There's still. Let's see. Is there a deadly poison charge on that weapon? No,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Oh, there is. So there's 6, 9, 10 from the Shiv, 12 from the SI7 agent. Yeah, if he takes damage with this Death Spite.
It's Falnos into Shift for 2, into Sinister for 4, so that's 6.
Yes.
And
He's got 13 points of damage at least. Unless he draws into something better too. And this is more than enough. Savjz is going to take game 5 with this Rogue. That's 2 in a row.
There is no way he doesn't. Like,
Yep.
I think. Oh, man. There was just no way.
Lights out.
SI7 for the win. Ooh. Almost playing a little too fast. We're going to game 6 with Savjz up 3-2 and Kolento down to his Hunter deck.
which can still 2-0.
But you know what?
Yeah, Hunter can still win. You have a deck that you need to get multiple wins with. This is it.
Kolento is taking off his blows.
Oh,
This is getting
the
serious.
jacket is coming off, the hair to the side.
Oh, man. Kolento is serious.
I can see the blue in his eyes as well. Kolento has blue
reflected
eyes, by
off
the
his
way.
blue shirt.
They're majestic.
That's not a good start.
No,
for
that's not a
Hunter.
very good hand.
Nope,
But this hand from
Undertaker right
Savjz
here.
is about the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh, he's well equipped to deal with Undertaker. In fact,
Double backstab.
Undertaker is a dead draw.
Oh.
Look
Kolento
at that
has a
hand.
really-
It's pretty because it's gold, but yeah, that's not very good.
And Assassin's Blade is also here very important because you can then raise the Hunter. And
Okay.
Deadly Poison too. Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Well, things look pretty good for the Liquid player.
Yep.
Is also Kolento is the last standing Cloud9 representative, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
You are
Strefko got
correct.
knocked out.
Strefko
and
got
Nimsh
knocked
lost
out.
early on, and
Yep.
Ecop got
Also
to the second
lost.
group stage,
Yep.
but also lost, yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, Hafu is not here today.
Yes.
Of course.
And yeah, I think that's the rest of the members of Cloud9.
Yeah, that's all.
Right. Kolento, man. This Animal Command can be so
Leo.
bad.
Oh.
I mean, it's damage,
damage.
but
It's
Rogue
n-
has so many ways to deal 2 damage.
Yeah.
Oh
For
boy,
0 mana.
this is a board clear.
Will he preserve the 1 point of damage to his face? I think
Yeah.
you do that.
Yeah. I think it's worth it.
So you attack the weapon instead, and then use SI7 to the face.
No. You SI7 the spider.
Oh, okay. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
When you said preserve the 1 damage, like
I'd say, like...
Yeah,
I
to your
would-
face. Preserve the damage to
Oh,
your
yeah.
face.
Oh.
He is going for SI7. He's not
Okay.
wasting a beat.
Yeah, no, I guess, like... I felt like he should actually use SI7 on that. I mean, it's a very small thing, the 1 point, but I feel like if you're not, like... This is, like, more of the controlling deck. It's not like a racing deck. Like, if you're playing Cold Bloods and stuff, I think just...
I,
for the
I think it's because next turn he's
Yeah, I know,
coining
I'm
out.
saying
Oh,
if there
yeah,
are,
sorry.
I like to just go face.
Okay. I think he's coining out Assassin's Blade possibly next turn then? Or he knows he has Assassin's Blade, so the weapon's not a high priority.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you have 4 mana, so you can just shift, combo, eviscerate to kill.
True, and that's
something
like an alternative plan if things don't go right.
There's many options, and all are very good, very promising.
Now, Kolento on the other hand, his options.
Not good.
They
Not
suck.
promising.
Yeah,
They suck a lot.
good. Glad we got that agreed upon.
And even worse, this particular rogue is playing Farseus. And at least one.
Is
Yeah, it has at least one Farseer.
right. We saw that in the Warrior game on turn 3.
Man,
I've only seen one so far, and he almost drew his deck, so could be just one in this.
Hunter's Mark for Agent. Well,
Ouch.
I wonder if that
can you
one
do?
damage Savjz opted to take earlier a couple turns ago will end up being the difference maker.
that's a dead draw for now.
Okay.
No, you can prep in your deadly poison. It's too
Actually, that's okay.
Yeah.
you
No,
do
it's
that.
it's an investment for
that
2
is
damage.
20 damage, so he only has to do 5 more.
Yep.
Because I really doubt there's weapon killing.
I count 5 damage in the hand.
Yeah, that's 5 damage in the hand. If he doesn't draw any more cards this game, he could theoretically win if there's no taunts.
But
I
there's a
also see a
Houndmaster.
Houndmaster
Yeah, but there's no.
and a Sludge Belcher. This could be problematic.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
And you ignore. Oh maybe. Oh no! In
Goes
case
for
of
a
sap.
trade.
In case
That's
of
true.
sap.
In case of
that will
sap.
be disastrous.
That Shiv is pretty
Double
clutch.
eviscerate now.
That Shiv is pretty clutch.
Oh man, he's going ham.
Wow.
Would you
Next turn.
eviscerate?
Yeah, you do.
Next
eviscerate, I
turn,
think.
he's got 9 damage.
You eviscerate Handmaster, I think.
Yeah, it's juicy and tempting to go for an opportunity to kill, but you can't do that.
Savjz really wants to draw a sap next turn.
Oh.
But I think you play Sludge Burst first. In case.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you do play Sludge Belcher.
Are you
first.
sure?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if he doesn't draw into sap right now, then you protect the Belcher on next turn with the low tip.
Yeah, it's 2 taunts, so like
Fair enough.
he needs some way to get rid
But
of it. Like,
Lothep is like guaranteeing this damage now as well.
But well, yeah, but you got the little snipe, the footman.
true.
You played. I think you played.
But now I think you have to play the Lothep because you'd attack
But-
the Belcher and go Blade Fury, right? And then you just dagger up. That feels kind of weak. I'd rather play the Belcher and then do it the next turn.
But the Belcher would be traded.
It's not the easiest trade though if you look at the board.
No, you use the kill command.
Yeah, but he doesn't know there's a kill command in the hand. Like looking at it, like you could guess there might be a
Right.
kill command in the hand. But still, that's like 5 less damage to your face.
This is really close.
Yeah, this is actually becoming a close game.
Like Kolento's hand was awful, but
Savjz had the
Savjz
best
ran.
start you could.
Yeah, but then Savjz also drew into nothing, pretty much. He drew into prep, so he just accelerated his hand much quicker.
I do like the Lothep.
Actually, if you would keep the prep, you could have just
Yeah.
swept all the board right now,
prep-
this turn.
It's a very interesting move, because I was like half joking when I said it, because it is extra damage and like, but it's only 2. Like, does he need to do it that turn? Isn't he like?
Maybe
why
it
is he
will be
racing?
needed.
He's racing for damage now. He was playing control before.
Yeah, but at this, he would just won the game, I think.
So-
if he would play the prep, play Fury now, but who could have knew that?
So Kolento needs to trade into this Lothep, right?
Yeah.
Because the Blade Flurry still can come down next turn, and then you push for 5 damage.
Kill command is for 8. I'm stupid.
Oh yeah.
Never mind. Then you just trade your board, play low tap and loot hoarder.
Yeah.
You need to draw. You
Yeah.
have
You
to
definitely
skip.
play the Loot Hoarder. Yeah.
You have to skip the hero power this turn, I think.
Yeah. And the Lothep, like that guarantees a bunch of damage. We only have 5 guaranteed from Savjz.
Or maybe you
Does
don't
it,
Savjz would have
does
to.
it guarantee
wait,
damage, though?
wait.
The Lothep?
Yeah, because there's
Uh,
Blade Flurry
I-
next turn, even though it
No,
costs
there's
7.
not.
It costs
Oh
7.
yeah. He has perfect mana. You're right. Yeah, definitely.
If he goes for the face,
Wow. He's
Oh,
this
man.
could be
Oh,
bad,
man.
but
Oh,
at the same
man.
time,
It's gonna bring him to 5.
it's gonna be so close.
Oh my God! This absolutely anything is gonna happen.
In
here.
fact, it's going to be. Oh no, the kill command. We forgot the Leper Gnome. The
Oh,
Leper Gnome is
the
the
Leper Gnome,
damage.
yeah, that's it, that's
Kolento's
That's
tied
win.
up.
That's when.
Oh my God!
Really good.
We're going to game 7. And it is Handlock versus Hunter. This is bad news for Savjz.
my
Kolento, once
God.
again, is going to bring it back and even it up.
So it's
By the way, that 1 extra damage,
yeah,
a
that
little bit off lethal. So Yeah, I think it's definitely Kolento favored here, but I am definitely not counting out Savjz.
He's got Hunter's Mark to start things off.
Oh man.
And
You know, Ancient Watcher Sun Fury early on the hand is not so bad.
Yeah.
not so bad, but if
He's
you draw it
considering
to-
keeping
oh,
all of
it's
this
even
right
better.
now.
But it's true. At the same time, do you want to go second as the handlock? Because you're not going to be tapping very often, so you need every card you can get. Or does the extra mana mean anything to you whatsoever?
I think it can mean a lot because that means Hunter will deal 2 damage more to you.
Okay. I think Twilight Drake, you can toss back, right? Your hand's not going
think
to be
you're
very.
right.
Your hand's not going to be very full.
With your Ancient Watcher and Sunsphere Protector.
Is he
you-
playing Mortal Coils, by the way?
We don't know.
I think so.
Okay.
So he's got turns 2 to 4 planned out. Molten Giant can be very handy. In
That's
fact.
out of the Giants. That's the one you want.
No, you don't want Mountain Giant
Yeah, Mountain Giant will never see play.
in this game.
Yeah, certainly.
I'll show them all.
Okay, well, Mad Scientist is.
Shields
Oh,
That's a Strife Crow play right there.
that's very interesting.
You know what? Yeah, no, this makes sense because what he wants is if there's like a freezing trap that comes out, hey,
Yes.
this is what you want to proc it with.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's a very smart thing, and then he's gonna force trades into it. But now the Haunted Creeper does challenge it. So you have to tap. You can tap. I think the general ratio is you can tap twice in this
Yeah.
matchup maximum.
Yeah, I would say 2 to 3, depending on how the early game goes.
Sure.
Definitely, like, you have to be very careful when you use it though, because you need to like fight for the board.
Sun Fury Protector also bottom a tap because the Mad Scientist can't attack twice through Ancient Watcher.
And
So
Kolento just did get a Snake Trap.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Oh, maybe Explosive Trap or Misdirection or...
snipe.
Not misdirection.
Yes.
I really doubt it's snipe.
No,
I
no
don't
one,
think
no one
anyone's
plays
using snipe right
misdirection.
now. No one but Era is using snipe at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to play Undertaker to just get bullied, so then you have to trade in. Like either scenario, if you play a card from your hand, you're trading the spiders in, and that's not what you want.
Yep. You want to keep the spider for the
He just
House
told him it's
Master?
not freezing trap, by the way. He just told him it was snake trap by attacking.
Yeah,
Because
right.
if it's freezing trap, you don't want him to bounce the Sun
Right.
Fury.
Exactly. Yep. Very good observation, and that piece of information allows him to.
That kill
forward.
command is so important. This
Yes.
matchup. You want to
Yeah.
get both?
It's a win command. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Win command. So shouldn't it win instantly?
Well, it
Play them
practically
turn-free.
is if you just get to the point where the handlock is very low on health because they're tapping or, they're willing to give up their life, and then you just use kill command pass the taunts.
He's broadcasting all his moves like crazy, by the way. Like, this is... Because he's going to attack
Right.
here and he played a secret, like, 100% you can know that this is a snake trap. And, well, he already tested, but...
What a good
The other one is
draw.
obviously...
What a
amazing.
great draw for Savjz. That is an important card.
You might want to proc the trap right now.
Yeah.
Because if there's a weapon coming down,
Oh, definitely.
this will preserve 3 points of damage. And Belcher is ideal here because you can still preserve your life points. This turn.
Does Jiraxis ever become a point where you can heal, or is that... It's just, I know it's unreliable, but do you think that'll be a factor at
yeah,
all?
yeah.
Healing back to 15?
I absolutely think so. That is definitely a possibility. Like, if he drops below 15 at all and he's up around that turn, I think the life gain is so valuable at that point.
It might also be a situation where Kolento would want to squeeze as much damage as he can with his current mana, and he will play kill command prematurely.
Yeah, he could. Like, you got to be careful about that. You have to actually save it because you know that he's running Jiraxis. Everyone runs Jiraxis right now.
And Twilight Drake is suboptimal right now, as you have no way of
Ancient Watcher?
killing Glowtip next turn.
That's true. You don't have if he drew Siphon Soul right here, I think that would have been a crazy position. But then at the same time, you want to be able to answer the high main. High main's also an important card too.
Yeah.
Oh man,
This is a
it's
tough
really
one. This is tough.
And he has no Shadow Flame in his hand. If he was
Well, he has to get like a taunt giver
That's
or
true.
something next turn. Like, I think you go Twilight Ancient Watcher, and you're like, okay, it's time to draw taunt.
Right.
Giver's like, and if I don't, I'm dead.
Actually, I didn't like the turn 2 Sunfury Protector because if he would play the Answering Watcher into Sunfury Protector, he would have bounced the Sunfury Protector into his hand.
Oh, this is so painful, but he gets Shadow Flame. Oh, man. That can be so big,
Yeah,
considering
it certainly can.
he has Molten Giant. So he has the opportunity to go for a big board clear. He might
Yeah.
not need it. He can
Oh,
maybe
God.
Shadow Flame another target.
6, I'd bring him to 15. He can bring him to 15. That's like exactly where you want him, actually. Or 14, okay.
Right, the buff from the... That's right. Time Main
Siphon
isn't...
Soul, good draw.
That's nice.
Good draw.
He can't.
You-
He doesn't have
you
enough mana
might-
though
But you might want to
To-
use it right now.
to use Owl and the Siphon Soul.
But you can kill off. You can kill off the Undertaker, Siphon Soul, low tap, and then Kolento might not want to attack face because that will be exact 10 points.
There's
of
also
life.
no. There's also what's it called? The Snake Trap up, isn't it?
Oh right, I just forgot about that.
Oh god, that is right. Okay, that
so
means
he
what
has
he's-
to use the Shadow Flame.
Okay, yeah, he's gonna go Owl Shadow Flame then.
Arthur's that TV is not a touch screen.
Huh?
That's not a touch screen.
I'm trying to play Hearthstone on this.
Yeah,
screen.
Artos is just drawing on the screen as if he's trying to do it
I
himself.
like to point at the cards while I talk.
You
Yes.
can do like in the football matches, draw the tactics.
You know, it's the painful piece here is that Lothar survived.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
yeah,
move.
yeah, this is great. That is so good. That is so good.
How much damage exists now? 5, 8, 10 damage.
Well, he doesn't have a beast, right? So
No.
No, it's still with hero power.
Yeah, Hero
Yeah.
Power was the 10th point of damage.
So
Yeah.
I think
So Leper Gnome.
Leper Gnome, hero power, go phase, mad
Yeah,
scientist.
you want a Hero Power as much as you can.
yeah. At this point, you probably ignore the fact that
Molten Giants?
definitely
Yeah,
ignore
you
that
ignore
Molten
them.
Giants can pop out.
But you know what? Now we're on. I didn't realize how much mana we're at. Savjz can Siphon Soul next turn.
Yeah, yeah.
And then on turn 9, he has Jiraxis. He's gonna play a Molten Giant.
If Kolento will draw into a second kill command, it's over.
Doesn't have a beast though.
Yeah, he doesn't have a beast,
Oh yeah,
So he's gonna heal
but
back
he
up
has
to 10.
he has Leopard, like he has some
Oh,
scary
man.
stuff.
He's got 2 forms of heal now. This is big draw.
But
Like any heal is really big in this situation.
do you
This turn
do you
is-
kill Mad Scientist with Drake? I think you do. I think you Siphon Soul at 5/3. You kill Mad Scientist with Drake.
You don't want to kill Leper Gnome yet,
Yeah, you let Leopard Gnome be.
because if you draw into second all, that's still okay.
Yeah. Okay, so he has kill command. That's possible 7 if he draws a
That's
beast.
9. That's 9.
Yeah,
right
he
there.
can't kill him this turn, I don't believe. Like, I guess a Leroy would do it.
Flare,
Huffer?
Huffer-
Leok?
Yes, Huffer would kill him. Huffer would kill him.
Leok will kill him too. No, because
Now he doesn't have
at
mana.
7 mana.
Yeah,
Does he
you
have
won't
mana
have
to do
mana.
this though?
And he can Jiraxis next turn. This is crazy. You asked if that Jiraxis would come into play. It might.
In fact, if that's the case, you kill off Leper Gnome first,
Yep.
and then you
Then you play
Jiraxis.
You face Jiraxis.
Yes.
I had a few cigarettes, but your world is still doomed.
I think you have to have more than a few to get your voice like that.
Well, I mean, based off the voice that Lothar was doing, you have to have a lot more evil. In him.
Oh wow.
Oh, he does it for him. What is this telegraph? Is it freezing trap?
Yes, it is. This
thing.
telegraph's freezing trap.
And there's
Can
no
you
taunt
get
feature.
away with Siphon Souling this turn?
I don't think so.
Okay, hold on. Max damage, okay? Max damage includes possibly a Leroy. Okay,
You're
he
right. No,
has
Strefko was
beast.
playing Leroy, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Leroy is still a card that exists.
Oh, this.
No,
is
that
this-
doesn't
this hurts?
change. That doesn't change.
What if it's Snake
anything.
Trap?
But this is...
What if
If
it's Snake Trap?
then you will have to.
Okay. It telegraphed that it was freezing trap. This is the right call, because now this still costs 0.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, now you Siphon Soul, and then you... I guess you Ancient Watcher. There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
But what if there's an
Unleash the Hounds. Oh, you're right. Wait, Unleash Kill Command right now is 2 plus
That's
5 plus Hero Power.
7, 8, 9, 10. It would kill him. Okay,
Oh.
that's not
Belcher
it.
is okay-ish, I think.
Yeah, Belcher's a...
This,
It's not the worst,
guys.
though.
This is a brand new game. Jiraxis is about to come out.
Oh my god. This is...
If he drew Soulfire,
man.
oh my god.
No, he has to play Draxus.
Yeah,
He
you have
must
to.
play
Life
Jiraxis.
gain
He
is
has
the
to
most
play
important
Jiraxis.
thing here.
And next turn will be 3, 6, 8 points for damage
Oh
for
man,
sure.
if he had Soulfire in hand, I think he would have been able to do it. Like it would have been a.
It might be really hard to pull it off.
It still is.
Yeah.
he still has Farseers in his deck.
Oh my god.
What is happening in this game? I thought Hunter was supposed to have an overwhelming advantage.
Well, he had a pretty bad draw.
Well,
Let's
this
see,
is
2,
been on the
5,
edge
7
this entire
damage
time.
max. Eagle Horn Bow is something.
This is super important. It's 3
That's
damage
6
right
damage,
now.
yeah.
No, it's 3 because there will be
Yeah.
Cypher Predictor next turn, but it's super important still.
Oh man, this
God,
hurts.
this is still so close.
Savjz can no longer
Beast.
draw.
Kill command still wins.
Beast.
Oh, he's got Lotheb.
Lotheb.
But yeah,
That is
there's
so
no way.
clutch. In fact, he's got so much damage next turn.
He wins next
Kolento
turn.
needs to win now.
But with Lotheb out, I don't think that
There's
there's
no
anything.
way.
What can he do? Savjz, has he done it? It's gonna come down to the last draw, but I don't imagine a way Kolento can do this.
Oh my god.
There's no beast
That
out on the
is
field.
So brutal.
If this Undertaker was a beast, that would have been the game.
And you know what? If there
Oh
will
my
be a
God.
1 mana drop at the start of the game, which would like deal 2 points of damage. Oh no, that doesn't really matter because of Jax.
It's come down. I mean, Savjz has done it. There's no way Kolento
That's
can
it.
cut this
You can only
cookie.
deal 5. That's it. There's too
You
many
can kill.
taunts and
You can
Lotheb.
kill Lotheb. Then there's 14, 16, 19 points of damage.
Yeah.
Nothing
He
you
has
can do.
Hellfire in hand. I would love it if we could actually just get a tie here and replay this.
I mean, this was a finals level series for me, and Kolento is going to try and use kill command here to do something, but it's not going to do anything. Savjz fist bumps. He knows it. He's got the damage with Hellfire and Defender of Argus in hand. That's going to do it for the series, and he is going to the semifinals.
Wow. So well played here. And that's it.
What a series.
Savjz beats Kolento